I want to say hello first. It's going to be a semi-reading vlog, a semi-criticism vlog? I don't know. Right now I read and I started the Shatter Me series. The first time I read the Shatter Me series, I hated it. I hated it. I'm sorry, not sorry. I hated it. And I wasn't going to read it again. But then my best friend was like all over Aaron Warner, so I was obviously going to be interested by the Shatter Me series again. I started it yesterday. I read 25 chapters. I was in, okay? How could I not be in when Aaron Warner exists? I'm gonna let that sink in. I want to talk about Adam. I'm going to spoil a little bit, so if you didn't read the first book and you want to read it in the future, don't watch this part. Adam, when he was first introduced to Juliet, he was insufferable. So I'm wondering, how can you people like a man that comes into her room, forced her to speak, forced her to let him touch her, forced her to just interact with him, forced her to stole her bed just because she wasn't speaking to him. At the first occasion to point a gun at her, he did it. He betrayed her instantly. He tried to play nice and be like, oh yeah, let me touch you and all of this. And when they come to their room to take Juliet out, he points a gun at her. So I'm wondering how, in the first book, you can like Adam. This is what I'm wondering. How can you not take this as a walking red flag and be like, Adam, he's great. No, he's not. And I'm only 25 chapters in the first book. So I don't know Adam, but I know he's a walking red flag. I don't think he's that mean, but he's not nice. So I'm wondering how people can like him. But I understand if you don't like Aaron, because it's supposed to be that way. You're not supposed to like Aaron in that aspect of him, because you don't know him, and the only thing you know is that he's mean to Juliet. I want to say something. I like how he's sassy. I like how he's funny. I like how he's so unserious and unhinged, but in the same way, he's very like neat and everything. This is something I said yesterday to my best friend when I was reading. I said that you can literally feel that this book is written by a POC author. When a PCOS writes oppression, you can feel the oppression. That's why I'm relating to Juliet, even if she's white. And I'm like, you're a little bit too much like me. I wanted to say also that the writing, I have a hard time with the writing, because I think this is a writing style that is made for the Shatter Me series, because the images she wants us to have in our brain are very, very, very special, and I'm like, sometimes, what do you mean? So there's that. There's also the numbers. There's a lot of numbers and there's a lot of repetition. But I understand there's a lot of repetition in numbers because she already like repeat herself a lot. She only have her mind, only have her brain. She's touch deprived, affection deprived, love deprived, everything deprived. So the only thing that she has is herself, her thoughts, her brain. For 17 years of her life, she doesn't have anything but herself. So I understand that she speaks a certain way. I don't feel like I'm reading. That's cool. It balances the fact that sometimes I have a hard time understanding her thoughts. I will never be mad at Juliet to like Adam. This is the first person in 17 years of her life that actually like her, and I'm going to quote this with very extremely big quote, like her. In 17 years of her life, this is the first person that engaged with her. Juliet doesn't like Adam. Juliet just wanted anyone to touch her. It's not because it is Adam. It is because someone touched her. She can be touched. That's what she likes, to make her feel alive, real, because she's in a world and she's feeling like she doesn't exist. And that's why she wants to be touched so badly, just to exist. People saying like Juliet likes Adam, she doesn't like him. She knows better. She likes the fact that she can be touched by someone. If that someone was Ronald or Aaron or anyone else, she would like him too.
You know, I already hated Adam since day one. Since the instance he entered in the Shatter Me series, I hated Adam. And I saw the red flag since the beginning. But now I'm reading Fracture Me. And I'm wondering how people could not hate him while reading that book. I hate the hell out of him. I just want him to disappear and never come back again in the series and just be like, he never existed. I don't think I made an update on me reading Ignite Me, but I loved every bit of it. As I said before reading the novella of Adam Kent, or even reading Unravel Me, I hate Adam, and I hate him now even more. I hated Adam to my core. I hated Adam when he breathed. I hated Adam when he was talking. I hated Adam when he was interacting with Juliet, with Kenji, with anyone. Okay, so I hated Adam. And now I hate him even more. What he did and what he tried to do several times, let me remind you of that, is disgusting. On the other hand, we have Juliet and Aaron. I get it now. I do get it. I get it. Matching Bessie. I just ended Restore Me. Yes, I did the update of Ignite Me right before Restore Me because I forgot to do it. But I literally read them back to back. So I ended Ignite Me yesterday. And I read this one today. The punch to the gut that I felt was so real, so vivid. Like right now, I am still like staring at the wall and wondering, what do I do? I'm wondering what is happening right now. I was flabbergasted. Like my mouth was so open that I could literally taste the ground. Yeah, exactly. Let's just continue. Let me read the next baby because right now I just want myself. I don't know if Defy Me ended me or I ended Defy Me. What do you mean? What do you mean? Restore Me was the one that got me the most twisted in the gut compared to Defy Me. Defy Me was more on a plot level. But you know, I'm scared. Excuse me. The window is open. I'm scared. I'm scared because they're happy and in love. They're happy and in love. They're happy and in love. And let me tell you, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't know how I will react. I don't know how twisted my guts are going to be. There's a whole book. An entire book right after this one. I'm scared. I know. And I am emotionally twisted, disgusted by all I have seen. Like, what are you like? This page 193 and 92 in Imagine Me. I was this close to vomit. I wanted to vomit. I wanted to throw up. I wanted to have what was inside my guts on the ground. Like, I wanted to fold myself in and disappear because this was too much disgusting. And it's not disgusting in a way that people think. Like, My best friend explained me that most people did not understand the dynamic in Imagine Me between Anderson and Juliet. Little spoiler, I'm going to spoil a little bit. Anderson wiped Juliet's memory, and he is trying to assert dominance on Juliet, onto Juliet, because he is like that. He loves dominating people. He loves being dominant. He loves having the control over people, and that's why Adam has a problem with control. Because Anderson loves controlling people. People for him are meant to be below him, to be under his control. And his goal since day one was to control Juliet because she was a weapon. And the fact that his son was in love with the one he was trying to control since day one was a problem for him, because Warner wasn't going to let him do it. That's why he wiped their memory every single time, because his goal was to control Juliet and have her as a soldier, as the soldier that you see in Imagine Me. And that's why he's like, get on your knees. She does not find Anderson handsome. He's not handsome because he's handsome. He's handsome because he looks like Aaron. That's why she's like, oh my god, he's hot. That's why. And that's why Aaron, the first time that he meets Juliet in Shatter Me, he's like so obsessed with Juliet because he was already in love with her. He was in love with her since day one. He was in love with her since the beginning of time. And that's why I was traumatized, because disgusted. Anderson disgusted me. I'm not disgusted for the same reason as most people are disgusted. I'm disgusted because Anderson disgusted me. And I also read Believe Me at the same time, and I just want to cry. Saying this at the very end of the book is so meaningful, and I want to cry. I love them so much. Like, he's trying his best to be better, to be the good man that he was supposed to be in the beginning. And he saw that everyone has already an image of him, a thought about how he would react, how he would be, etc., etc. And he's not the monster that his father wanted him to be. And he chose a lot. So yeah, traumatized me, healed me, and now I don't know what to do. I ended the Shatter Me series. I don't know how to feel. Like, I enjoyed every bit of it. Like, yes, Shatter Me has some scenaristic facilities. You had the main character shield. Yes, there's all of that. But it's a dystopian book made in 2014. Excuse me, but at this time, every single dystopian book, every single book that you can find, they all have scenaristic facilities. It's still enjoyable. This book and the series is still enjoyable. Yes, the writing at the beginning, even I was like, ew, what is this writing? What am I reading? Why is it written like that? But the more you read, the more you understand why Juliet is written that way. Because when you read like Warner novella, it's literally like 1.5. It's the novella, like it comes right after like reading Juliet. You can see that the writing is not the same at all. So the writing was on purpose. It was not like written poorly because it's written poorly. It is written that way because it's Juliet. She feels a lot because she never felt anything for years. I finally read Shatter Me. I know you don't have all my reaction because mostly I read and I don't have a hijab on and I don't want to feel myself reading, especially the 3 last book. I was reading them with my friends, so I was busy. Let me tell you, I screamed. I had tears in my eyes in the last book. I wanted to throw up. I said a few things about Adam and Anderson. I really hate them. I hate Anderson more, but I still hate Adam. Anderson, despicable. Adam, red flag. And Juliet and Aaron deserve each other. Yeah, Kenji? My man. When you say the next video of me reading series that I should have read years ago is The Poppy War. I'm on book 2 and I'm going to read book 2. I'm going to cry. Thanks to my bestie that pushed me to read Shadow Me because I enjoyed every bit of it. I really enjoyed my time. So, see you for the next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow. And tell me what you thought about the Shadow Me series if you read it. I want to know. So, goodbye!